Hello, Verbling. My name is Danielle, and this is an intermediate level class. And we are going to be reading an article in today's class talking about memory. So, hopefully, it will be very exciting and you will learn lots of new information. And then we will have a discussion at the end to see if you agree with the article or not. All right, so let me say hello to Jose Luis. Hello, Jose Luis.
Hi again, teacher.
Okay. Hello, welcome back to class. And
I
Paulo.
I think that your
Oh,
video is better now.
yes, I think so too.
Yes, it's better now, in
Because I'm
fact.
not I'm not seeing myself with a delay, which is nice. It was throwing me off in the other class. That's why I had to turn it off.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But now you don't have cuts in your video
Now, say it
cam.
again.
No, there are no cuts in your video.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah. No,
Mhm.
no more delay. No more
No.
cutting in and out.
It's nice to see you, teacher.
Nice to see you too. Thanks. I'm glad my video works. All right. Hello, Paulo.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, welcome back to class. And let me welcome back Ming as well. Hello, Ming.
Hi, Danny. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All right, so in today's lesson, we are going to be reading about memory. So here is the link in case you do not have it already. And I'm going to share my screen and hopefully we can all see it this time. Let's see. Um, Come on. Okay. All right, so let's see. We're going to see if we end up agreeing with this or not. Okay, actually, before we start, so we let maybe other students have a chance to get here, Jose Luis, describe what you see in the photo.
It's a old couple,
Hmm.
uh,
Couple.
couple
Okay.
seeing old album of photos, something like that.
Looking at
Uh,
old photos.
Old photos. It's an album, teacher.
Yeah, it's a photo album.
A photo
Exactly.
album. And maybe I remember the good times,
Uh-huh.
and
They
maybe
are
they
remembering.
are seeing their childs or something like that, family.
Good.
It's about the family, right?
Mm-hmm. Reminiscing old times. And you said uh, they're seeing what? Old or family members? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're looking at oops, members and fun memories. Okay, good. Good. Instead of saying seeing, Jose Luis, it's probably better to say looking at.
Looking at, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the pronunciation? Couple? Couple is correct?
Couple.
Couple.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds very good. And then maybe instead of they are remembering the old time, they are remembering about the old times, you would say they are reminiscing. It
Rhyming.
means they're kind of reliving it in their memory. They're
Ah, okay,
trying to
teacher.
hold on to the past, right?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a new word for me. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Okay, good. All right, thank you, Jose Luis. I think we have a few more students now. Uh, Fernanda,
Yes.
hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine.
Good. Is this your first time with me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at Berlin.
Oh, welcome to Verbling. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Oh, awesome. And how long have you been studying English?
For 1 year, um, 1 year, 1 year,
Mhm.
and so
And how have you been studying? Is it at school, on your own?
in an institute,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
it's like a college.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's awesome. I taught at a language institute in Costa Rica, so I'm familiar.
Okay.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Fernanda.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to class.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and hello again, Kako.
Hello, Danielle. Nice to see you again.
Very nice to see you again. All right, so we are going to start with the article. Okay, so Jose Luis, can you read this whole everything on this first page?
Okay. Our memory helps makes no. Our memory help make us who we are, from fondly recollecting childhood events to remembering where we left our case. Memory plays a vital role in every aspect of our lives. It provides us with a sense of self and makes up our continued experience of life. It's easy to think of memory as a mental filing cabinet,
Reminisce.
storing away bits of information until we need them. In really, in reality, it
Good.
is a remarkably complex process that involves numerous parts of the brain. Memories can be vivid and long-lasting, but they are also susceptible to inaccuracies and forgetting. Continue reading to learn more about some of the most interesting aspects of human memory.
Good. Okay. Recollecting.
Recollecting.
Good. Keys.
Keys.
Good. Vital.
Vital. Okay.
Perfect.
Vital.
And this word is filing cabinet.
Filing cabinet.
Yes. So be careful. This word is filling. Okay.
Mm,
This word is filing.
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So they're very, very close. All right. Okay. So, questions on any of this?
What is fondly?
Fondly. It means with affection. With affection. Okay? It's a positive. It's positive. Okay? It's a good thing.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Does that make sense, Paolo?
No.
Okay. All right. Fondly, let me see. For example, it means when you handle something with care, or you really like something. You are very fond. It's like a loving or affectionate manner. Here, loving, oops, or affectionate manner. It's a loving way of doing something. A loving way of doing something. Oops, something. Okay, does that help, Paolo?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, good. All right, other questions, class? Hold on, I'm gonna zoom in. It looks kind of small. Is that better? Is it better zoomed in, class? Okay, hopefully yes. All right, Ismail, welcome
Yes,
to class.
yes.
Oh, thanks, Kako.
Hi, Daniela.
Hi, welcome back. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well, Daniela.
Thanks. All right, so class. You can type yes or no if you don't want to say. Okay, I see yes from Jose Luis. Does everyone understand? All parts? Okay. Paola says yes. All right, good. And Ming, okay. All right, good. Thank you for answering, guys. All right, so we will continue to page 2. Just stop me if there is something you do not understand, okay? Just stop me. Okay. All right. This part is going to be fun. Okay. All right, let's have Ming. Go ahead and read the first 2 paragraphs.
Okay. The hippocampus is a horseshoe-shaped area of the brain that plays an important role in consolidating information from short-term memory into long-term memory. It is part of the limbic system, a system associated with emotions and long-term memories. The hippocampus is involved in such complex processes as forming, organizing, and storing memories. Because both sides of the brain are symmetrical, the hippocampus can be found in both hemispheres. If one side of the hippocampus is damaged or destroyed, memory function will remain nearly normal as long as the other side is undamaged.
Good. All right. And Ming, go ahead and read the next paragraph too. This one, this small one.
Damage to both sides of the hippocampus can impede the ability to form new memories, known as anterograde amnesia.
Good. All right, perfect. Ming? Oh, sorry. Okay, Ming, go ahead and read it all. I didn't notice.
Okay.
Yeah, just read all of page 2.
Functioning of the hippocampus can also decline with age. By the time people reach their 80s, they may have lost as much as 20% of the nerve connections in the hippocampus. While not all older adults exhibit this neuron loss, those who do show decreased performance on memory tests.
Good. Okay, so while not all older adults exhibit this neuron loss, those who do show decreased performance on memory tests. Okay, I was just adding like emphasis on different words. Okay, but good. Your pronunciation is great. All right. So class, what do we need help on? Do we understand all of the vocabulary in this section?
What is consolidating?
Mm-hmm. Consolidating is when you have lots of little things that you are combining into one. You combine something into one whole. Okay? So it's when you're combining everything into one section or one compartment. Okay? It's when you're combining lots of little things into one.
Yes.
Into one thing, okay? It's to help with organization. It's to help with organization. Okay. Okay. Does that help or not really?
Yes.
Okay.
It helps.
All right. Good. Any other questions, class? What does impede mean? Impede.
To
Hinder.
prevent,
Hinder.
to hinder.
Yeah, hinder. Hinder is a great word. Yeah, it's also like to delay or to hinder. Perfect, guys. Okay, any other vocab questions on here? No? Yes, maybe? Or can we continue? Okay, Paolo's good. Kako, are you good?
Yes, Danielle. I understood why it is called hippocampus. Because he's the shape of a horse, a horseshoe. Hypo is a prefix meaning horse.
Really?
As far as I know.
Oh, wow. You taught me something new.
From Greek.
From Greek, awesome. That is very interesting. Perfect. Now I will always remember. Thank you, Kako. All right, great job, guys. We will continue to page 3. All right. Okay. Down here. Okay. Let's see. So, Paolo, can you read this next part, please?
Yeah. The total capacity of short-term memory is fairly limited. Experts believe that you can hold approximately 7 items in short-term memory for about 20 to 30 seconds. This capacity can be stretched somewhat by using memory strategies such as chunking, which involves grouping related information into smaller chunks. In a famous paper published in 1956, psychologist George Miller suggested that the capacity of short-term memory for storing a list of items was somewhere between 5 and 9. Today, many memory experts believe that the true capacity of short-term memory is probably closer to the number 4.
Good. All right, good. Let's see. Okay. Stretched.
Stretched.
Stretched. It's got a T sound.
Stretched.
Yes, perfect. Say it again.
Stretched.
Good. Perfect. And this one is published.
Published.
Good. Perfect. Great job. All right. This is crazy to me that you can only remember 4 short-term things. It's just crazy. And like this for 20 to 30 seconds. That does not seem like very long. That's probably why I always write things down if I don't want to forget them. That's my trick. Oh, goodness. All right, Paolo, would you like to continue? Oh, yeah, you only have 1 paragraph left. Okay, go ahead.
See this in action for yourself by trying out the short-term memory experiment. Spend 2 minutes memorizing a random list of words, then get a blank piece of paper and try to write down as many of the words that you can remember.
All right, we will not try this during this class, but if you want after class, you can try it on your own. It would be a fun test to see. All right. Oh, and one last thing, Paulo. I think you said this number correctly, but just so everyone can hear, it's 1956. The first 2 numbers and the last 2 numbers, you join together for a year. Okay, so that's why it's 1956. Okay. All right. So we will. Oh wait. Any questions on vocabulary, guys?
What's chunks?
Chunks are like, how how do I describe that? It's like a grouping of something. So, like, for example, when you cut up a potato, usually you cut it into chunks. Like they're very large groupings of something. So, for example, if you were making potato soup and it was supposed to be creamy, but you did not mash all the potatoes, you would say there are chunks of potatoes in my soup. Does that help? It's when there's sections or groups.
Like entire pieces.
Yeah, in pieces, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're usually big or not big, but like thick. They're thick pieces. Okay, so you can describe meat that way, potatoes that way, lots of different food usually. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Describe different types of food. Okay. For example, meat and protein. Okay. So those are just 2 examples. There are more, but yeah, usually it's very thick pieces of something. Thick pieces of something. Okay. Oops. Something. I spelled it wrong again. Okay, there. All right. Okay. Other questions, class? Okay.
Teacher, I don't know what is random.
Random. It means it's not planned. Okay, so it's completely random. There's no pattern. There's no order to it.
Okay.
Okay, so random, it's like not planned, not organized, no pattern. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it can be by chance, Kako. Thanks. That's a good way to describe it. Random is like by chance. Okay. It is not predetermined. It's not pre-planned. Okay. It's by chance.
Okay.
That's a great way to describe it. Thanks, Kako. All right. Other questions, guys?
No.
Okay. All right. So let us continue then to number 4. Okay. All right. So, oh, wait. I think I had a question for y'all. Oh, not on this one. Okay. I think it's coming up. Okay. Oh, how many words do y'all think you would be able to memorize in 2 minutes? If there was a list of 30 words, if there were 30 words, how many do you think you would be able to memorize? Maybe 10?
It depends on the familiarity with the words.
What if they were in English? Would that be harder or easier? Paulo just laughs. All right. Yeah, I think for me, it would be much harder in a foreign language. It would be very easy for me, or a lot easier in English for me. All right. We can continue to Page 4.
We can test. We can test our memories.
Yeah, it would be a good game, one class. Test
Yeah,
on
it would
memory and your English.
be interesting.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. Maybe if we have time at the end of today's class, we will see. All right. Okay, so let's see. Y'all three went. Okay. So Ismail, can you read page 4, please?
Okay. While it may seem like studying and rehearsing information is the best way to ensure that you will remember it, researchers have found that being tested on information is actually one of the best ways to improve recall.
Mm-hmm.
One experiment found that students who studied and were then tested had better long-term recall of the materials, even on information that was not covered by the test. Students who had extra time to study but were not tested had significantly lower recall of the materials.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good. When it is a noun, it is, or maybe it's an adjective here. Where is it? Where's the other one? Oh, to improve recall. Okay, so when it's the noun, it's recall. Okay.
Recall.
When it's the verb, it's recall.
Recall.
Yeah.
Recall.
Yes. Yes. So I will say it one more time. Recall, it's an emphasis on the end. Recall, it's the verb. When it's the noun, it's recall. Okay?
Recall.
And when it's the verb, it's
Recall.
more like recall. Okay? Recall. Okay. All right, but great pronunciation, Ismail. Okay, do we have questions on these two paragraphs?
Rehearsing. What is mean, teacher? Sorry.
Rehearsing is
Rehearsing.
usually it's used for plays or performances. So when you are practicing for a piano recital or a band concert, okay, it's the rehearsal. It's the practice beforehand.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so it's usually with plays or with musical instruments or with dances, any type of performance where you get up and entertain people. Okay? It's the practicing beforehand. Okay? Good question, Jose Luis. Any other questions, class? No? All right, guys, we will continue. All right, page 5. Let's see. Okay. Fernanda, can you read? Let's see, we'll have you read like at least these two.
Okay. Do you ever feel like you are constantly forgetting things or misplacing objects that you use every day? Have you ever found yourself walking into a room only to realize that you can't remember why you went in there in the first place? While it might seem like you are doomed to tolerate this daily annoyance, researchers have found that you can learn how to improve your memory. 20, 20.
Oh, okay. On the 2000s, when it's this from like 2000 to 2000, actually I think it's all of the 2000s. It's a different rule. So it would be 2000, 2005 is how you say it.
Okay, 2005 cover history in the Monitor on Psychology summary. Research revealing a number of useful strategies I don't know, to deal with mild memory loss. These techniques include
Good. All right, this word, strategies.
strategies,
Good. Strategies.
strategies,
Good. Perfect. All right. This word is realize.
realize,
Perfect. Oh, and this word is doomed.
doomed.
Good. Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I have a question for you. Are you someone who always forgets things or misplaces things? Fernanda?
Yes. For example, um, my mom said me something like, uh, can you say to Nick Borger that I don't know anything, so I forget it. I don't know. Is the most common, or is usually forgetting things like that for me.
Yeah, so it's very common for you to forget what your mom tells you. Yes?
Yes.
Good. I'm sure your mom does not like that.
No, no.
Okay, good. One correction. Instead of saying my mom said me, it's my mom told me.
Okay, tell me. Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, and Paulo did the same thing last week. This last week. Okay, perfect. So Fernanda, you are not alone. You are not alone. Okay. Okay, Fernanda, I'm going to have you read one more paragraph. Go ahead and read this one too, please.
Okay. Um, Uri, teacher, help me.
Okay, perfect. This word is utilizing.
You are lazy?
Good.
Utilizing technology to keep track of information. Tools such as handheld mobile devices and online reminder calendars can help people keep track of appointments and other important dates. Using a reminder app on your phone can be a handy way to stay on top of important dates and events.
Good. This word is dates.
Dates.
Perfect. Great job. All right, great pronunciation. You had a lot of really hard words, so good job. All right, Kako, can you finish the rest, and then we will talk about the vocabulary, okay?
Okay, Danielle. Taking a mental picture can help. Systematically trying to make a mental note of things you often forget, such as where you left your car keys, can help you remember things better. The next time you set your keys down somewhere, take a moment to mentally note where you left them, as well as the other objects that were nearby. If you think to yourself, I left my keys by my wallet on the desk, you'll probably find it easier to recall the information later.
Good. And this last paragraph too?
Use memorization techniques. rehearsing information,
Good.
employing mnemonics, and other memorization strategies are perhaps the best ways to overcome minor memory problems. By learning how to use these strategies effectively, you can sidestep the faulty areas of your memory and train your brain to function in new ways.
Good. Perfect. Thank you, Kako. Good pronunciation. All right. Okay, so class, do we have questions on this vocabulary? On any of it?
Teacher, what is
Uh,
sidestep?
Sidestep. It means like to avoid the problem. Okay? So it's to sidestep the issue is when you almost like avoid it. If you think about it, it's literally like you envision a problem and you are literally stepping to the side. So you are stepping out of the problem's way. So you're moving from the problem.
Okay.
Okay. Good question.
Danielle, sit down.
Where? Because it depends on the context.
Um,
Set down. Oh, set your keys down.
Set your keys down somewhere.
Yeah, so to set something down is just to...
Put
Yeah, exactly.
nearby is, in this case, where they are.
Yeah. It's like where it's really close to you.
Okay.
Okay, so like if I set my keys nearby, it just means I probably set them literally like right beside me or somewhere in the general area that is right close to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Other questions?
In this case, the advice is to take some time in order to train our brain to memorize, to fix the fact in the memory. I think when I put an object somewhere and I repeat to my mind, I put my key, for example, on the table of the living room. I am fixing it on my memory.
Yes.
And it will be easier to recollect this information. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Are you talking about this bullet point? Are you talking about this one specifically? Or just the whole article?
No. The mental picture.
Ah, this. Okay. Yes. Well, okay, what you're describing, okay, you're saying you're doing it every day, right? In the same spot? So, for example, you set your keys down on the same table every day when you get home, right? Kako?
No, I am thinking about repeating to my mind a fact in order to have it impressed
Yes.
on my memory.
Yes.
And if it is so good, so well fixed on my mind, I can recall this information without lose it,
Yes. Yeah, without losing it.
without losing it.
Uh-huh. Yes. Exactly. Yes, they say that that helps. Okay, when you remind yourself, you're saying, I am putting this on the table. It is near the remote control, and remember, remember, remember. Okay, so then when you come back later in the day, it helps you to remember, oh, I put my keys on the table next to the remote because you made it a point to try to fix it in your memory. Yes.
Yeah. To have a specific local to put something is another technique to avoid lose it.
Yes.
In fact, indeed.
Yes. Yes. So if you always put it in the same spot, you can never forget it because it should always be there. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
And instead of a specific locale, it's a specific location. Specific location.
Specific location.
Yes.
Yeah. Specific
Perfect.
place.
Yes, exactly. A specific place. All right. So I have a question. Do you think these three methods work, and which would work best for you? So do you think these three methods work? Do you think these three methods work? And which do you think would work best for you? Okay. I will call on someone. Okay, Ismail.
Yes, Donella. I use actually a smartphone,
Do you?
and it reminds me everything, but it is not good because actually when we didn't use something like high-tech appliances, for example, we can recall or we can memorize many numbers in our head.
Oh, good
And
point.
the tech device like smartphone, mobile phone, computer, internet make us a little, how can I say,
You could say it makes us dependent on technology.
depending on technology, and we don't effort for anything to remember or to memorize in our brain, because if we need something, we can open internet and look there and find. Actually, we don't memorize any address, any number, telephone number, or something like this.
Exactly.
And
Go ahead.
it makes us a little lazy. Our brain function or our memory makes lazy, and when we get older and older, maybe we lose many our memory capability, because if we don't use any uh, our organs, for example,
Mm-hmm.
they lose their function and they are going to lost their capabilities
Mm-hmm.
in a time interval. For example, if we don't use our hands uh, in an illness, for example, our hands get smaller and smaller with the
Yeah, they get
time.
weak.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think brain is working in the same way. If we don't use and if we don't exercise with our brain function,
mm-hmm.
they are going to die or they lost their capabilities to
Uh-huh.
memorize or calculate something uh, like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Great job, Ismail. Okay, let me walk you through some of the corrections. Okay, so it makes us a little dependent on technology, and we can't memorize anything ourselves. So it means we cannot do it without the technology, right? Because now we can open the internet and find what we need. Okay? It makes us a little lazy. And instead of saying when we get older, maybe, we would say when we get older, we might lose our
Right.
memory capability.
Yes.
Okay? Good. But perfect. Okay, great job, Ismail. All right, let's see. Jose Luis, same question.
I think that non-teacher because I have a bad memory. In fact, really, for example, I forget the names of the people
Oh,
very
me too.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, I have a workmate
Mm-hmm.
and
Coworker?
a coworker, sorry, and he worked with me maybe 3 months ago, and I can't learn his name.
You
Yes,
can't remember his name?
no, teacher, it's very weird for me, but it's weird because I can remember the things that in a long time. Yes, in a far time. How is the verb?
So long term, so you can or you can't?
Can. I can.
Okay, so yeah, you would say I have you have good long-term memory.
Exactly. But in short term, I have a very bad memory. It's weird. I don't know why.
Memory is very bad. It's
Very
really
bad.
bad.
Yes. Is the same with you, teacher?
Yes, mine is probably worse. Mine, I don't remember people's faces or their names, which is really bad. So sometimes people will approach me and they will say, "Oh, Danielle, it's so nice to
Yes.
meet you," or "so nice to see you," and I don't even remember their face. I
It's the
don't know
same.
where I know them. I don't know their name. Like, I don't know why I know them, but they
Yes.
know me, and it's embarrassing.
Yes, it's the same with me. I talk with the people, but into me, I don't know who is this person.
Yes. Yeah, so inside you're thinking, who is this? But
Yes.
on the outside you're like, oh, it's so nice to see you again.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the same for me.
Exactly. Oh, I'm glad we can relate, Jose Luis. All right. Ming, what about you? Would any of these three ways help you with your memory?
Hmm. Before I got a smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
I used to picture everything I try to remember. But after, but now because I have computer and smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
I use them mostly to keep track of appointments.
Good.
Yeah.
So you keep track of appointments with your smartphone. And you were saying before your smartphone, you would take pictures like in your head, like a mental picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or try
So
to picture things in my head to help me remember them.
perfect. Okay, that makes sense. Do you feel like your memory is going to be very bad when you're older because of the smartphone, or do you think it doesn't correlate?
Uh, Before I start using computer, I memorize everything in my head, but now
Mhm.
I can't remember anything.
You can't?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm the same. I know my mom's number, my dad's number, and I do not know my brother's number because when he got a phone, I had a phone already, and so I plugged it in and I never memorized it. So everyone's numbers now are on my phone, and if I lose my phone, I lose all my contacts. Very bad.
That's bad. Yeah. Same here. Same here.
Yep. All right, Kako, what about you? Would any of these three ways help you to remember things?
I sometimes try to design mental picture on my
Mm-hmm.
mind because it is very useful
Mm-hmm.
to keep the information um, for a long term and to recollect it.
Oh, good.
Um, I don't use I don't use a lot of um, electronic electronic
Devices?
devices in order to remind me. I don't use agenda
Mm-hmm.
very much. It is not much frequent.
Uh-huh.
I use a paper, a calendar to
Mm-hmm.
take notes of my appointments, my professional appointments.
Mm-hmm.
It is very useful, and I keep um, uh, an Excel worksheet
Mm-hmm.
where I put my schedule.
Good.
It is useful for me,
Good.
and
That's good.
and I try to do activities in which I believe are useful to keep my memory. For example, reading, taking classes, um, acquiring new information, um, etc.
Good. Good, Kako. That's perfect. That's awesome that you still like to use very much paper things, not using technology devices. I'm still bad at using my smartphone to set reminders. I don't really use my smartphone either. At my work, I have a big paper calendar on my wall, and so I will write all of my meetings and all of my due dates on the calendar so I can see it right when I walk in. So I'm kind of the same way. Very similar. And it's awesome that you read and try to learn new things to keep your mind active.
Yes, yes.
All right, awesome, Kako. Thanks for sharing. Okay, and one last person before we are out of time. Fernanda, do any of these three methods work for you to help you
Yes.
memorize? Which one?
Um, I think the best way for me um to to memorize something is being organized.
Uh-huh.
So, for example, I left my things and anywhere, I don't know. So I left that in the same place um always. So is my best way. So if someone change the place, it's difficult for me. So when I don't found something, I start to wonder if you took my you borrow my things. So um, but I realize where I left my things for that reason.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good, exactly. So you always keep, I always keep things in the same place so that you don't forget, right? And then you would say, when I can't, not when I don't, when I can't find something, I start to wonder if you borrowed, if you borrowed my things. Okay, good.
Okay.
And then what was the part at the end? I realize what? Do you remember what you said?
Oh, I didn't understand, teacher.
Okay, your last sentence, I did not write. It was something you said, I realize. Do you
Uh,
remember?
okay. For example, usually I really realize say to people the orders um like razones. I don't know how.
Reasons? Reasons?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
reason, no. It's like, for example, you say me, Fernanda, can you, could you tell to Coco where is the day for something? I don't know anything. So
Mhm.
I forget it. Yes, I forget the I don't know what is the word.
Um,
Errand.
an errand? Uh, it depends. It's not really an errand. Errand is when you have to like uh, go to the grocery store and buy groceries. It means when you leave your house, and it's on your to-do list for the day. It's more like, oh my gosh, I know the word. Um, hold on, I'm blanking on the word. Okay, it's when,
Rack,
oh, a
rack,
favor?
rack your brain to
Is yes, it's
to
required.
recall.
It's required. It's required. I forgot usually the requires. Yes, it's required.
Uh, not require. I think it's like a favor. Like if someone asks you to do
Yes.
something for them, it's a favor.
Okay, the favor. So
Okay. So so you usually I realize a favor like that.
yes,
Okay,
is
and what do you mean by realize? Like you
uh,
understand the favor?
no. It's like forget. Um,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Usually I forget to do the favor. Okay, so I forget to accomplish, or I forget what they asked me to do, right? Realize is more like when you discover it. Realize is like it's the first time that you really understand something. It's like Fernanda, what language do you speak?
I speak Spanish.
Spanish? I think realize is like this.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
It's like it's como olvidarse, no? It's like forget. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, in English you would say I usually forget. If you say usually I realize a favor, it doesn't make 100% sense in English. It's better to say usually I forget. Realize, it's like that word in Spanish, but there are some differences. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
All right. If you have more questions on Realize, Fernanda, I can try to. If you send me a message on Verbling, then I can send one back explaining Realize in more detail, because it's a very confusing word for most Spanish-speaking students, because I think we use it a little bit differently.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. If any of y'all have any questions ever, feel free to message me on Verbling. I'll be more than happy to respond. But unfortunately, I've got to go now, so I will see all of y'all later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Daniel. Bye
You're
bye,
welcome.
guys.
Bye.